This is Whizango.
We're going to get started real quick. We're going to have a lot of fun. We've got a great little short session. If you were one of the ones that took advantage of the free pizza delivery, I hope you are enjoying it. Send us a picture of you eating your pizza while you watch this training. We would love it. There Caesar is. So I'm waiting on a guest speaker to come in. You know, we're going to figure out how to get a better food sponsor to ship unbelievable lunches to a handful of people that register early for the next week's event. We're doing this again. This is a nationwide event. On this little meeting here, we've got some of the best mortgage lenders in California, real estate agents in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and mortgage lenders. So all across the country, we have a network of some of the top rated experts in mortgage, real estate, financial space to help you reach your goals of buying homes, getting loans, managing your money, and basically just getting into a smart position financially to set you up for the future. Hey, let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's go ahead and dive in. If Atrion joins us here in a little bit, we can let him speak about briefly about solutions for self-employed borrowers. There's a great opportunity for people who are self-employed, own their own company when it's done right. Atrion Philip, and the owner of Northport Funding in Minneapolis, is one of the foremost experts when it comes to solutions and loan options for self-employed borrowers. If you work with a rookie loan officer on those type of loans, they're not used to it, and they could be tricky if you're not working with the right people. But all right, we're going to dive right in. The concept is simple with Whizango Network that I'm about to show you. We want to know what you want to accomplish, okay? First step. And you come to us. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let me share my screen as we go through this. At any time, please type a question in the chat box that you have. There'll be a time at the end where we do a Q&A, and I'm going to answer some of those questions. All right, so the Whizango Network is a network of some of the best professionals in the country for real estate, for mortgage lending, for financial advising. Our job is to help the consumers, the clients, and you come to us and you do an instant pre-qualification form, which is this that they're integrating into the website. You put your name, you put your phone number, you put your email address, and you put your address. With that information, we can pull a soft pull financial breakdown of your FICO score, your credit score, as well as your debt to income ratios. The great thing is you don't have to give your social, you don't have to give your date of birth, you don't have to have a hard inquiry. It does not impact your credit at all for you to see where you're at financially. The next step is simple. We connect you with the best of the best, whether it's a mortgage lender, real estate agent, in your local market for you to work with as we find who's the right company for you to use. Stay with me to the end, because I'm going to finish this and show you how, not only how to save money buying a home, getting a loan, but how to manage your debt and how you create tax-free income, tax-free investments where you'll never pay taxes again. That's the overall picture. The sooner we can help people understand how to manage their debt, get out of debt, invest the savings into income producing assets, the younger people can understand that concept. The younger they are, the more advantages they'll have and the better off they're going to be. And I'm going to talk about that at the end. So please stay with us. And also at the end, I've got an exciting announcement. So let's say you come to the network, you do the instant pre-qualification. Then you have a meeting with one of our advisors who figures out what you're trying to do, what part of the nation are you in, what market are you in, and who should we connect you with to help you at the highest level. But before we do that, we also want to show you what's available in the market. This is a way for you to shop interest rates in the market where you're not getting hit up from a bunch of different mortgage companies, putting your information in, then all of a sudden they sell it to 5 different lenders. They're all calling you, all trying to sell you. They're all trying to get you to do an application and pull your credit. With us, you come, do a soft pull, talk to an advisor. Now let's find you the best rate in the market before you apply, before you run your credit. Let's make sure to show you how much money you can save. Let's say you're buying a $450,000 house and you want to put 10% down. Let's say you got a 741 FICO score. Let's say you live down here in the Houston area. Let's look what's in the market. So this is done. If you have clients, if you are a client, if you're thinking of buying, refinancing, never has there been a better time to do it now, because interest rates have never been under 3% like they are today. And so there's never been more mortgage loans in the market as there is now, because everybody's refinancing and everyone's buying homes. And if you own a home, refinance it. If you need a home, sell and buy. Homes are selling fast, and there's just unbelievable interest rates, what allows you to save a bunch of money. So you can see that profile. We can see a lot of rates that are in the market, and the advantage of coming through Whizango network is, which we can see them all with you on the phone or in an online meeting or in person if you're local. And we can show you that, all right, on that profile, 2.875 is the best rate in the market, and they're paying $1,263 towards your closing. There's no hidden discount fee or points to buy the rate down, and all these creative lender fees that a lot of mortgage companies put on CDs and closing disclosures and loan estimates. There's no bait and switch. Like, here is the best transparent way to get a home loan. So, and we could go back and forth. Let's say you're buying a $300,000 house and you're going to do an FHA loan. Oh, 96.5. And I see less par credit, same market. Let's go look at an FHA loan. We could do this for VA loans. We can structure it with 0 fees. We can show you how to waive escrows with 5% down. We could show you who to go to for discounted mortgage insurance. The first step of buying a home, getting a loan on a big asset, everyone buys a home, gets a loan. So the first step is to save money getting it. Now we're about to talk about how do you save money paying it off. So you can see on an FHA loan, 2.75% with a credit back to you of $3,178. We could do this for VA, USDA. There's certain loans that are in the market today that are have gone away for the most part with a lot of lenders because of the coronavirus shutdown, because of the unemployment rate, and jumbo loans. A lot of the non-qualifying mortgage products, a lot of the outside the box loans kind of went away in March when coronavirus hit, but slowly they'll come back. But your standard loans, conforming loans, FHA, VA, USDA, the Whizango network is 100% the best place to start to go through this process the right way. So you come to the network, you do the instant pre-qual, you meet with an advisor, we get you with the expert, we shop the market, and then you decide, all right, let's go to First Guarantee, or let's go to Quicken Loans is on this list here. And let's just show, let's see where Quicken Loans rate is. Let's see, who sees Quicken Loans first? There you go. If you go to Rocket Mortgage, Quicken Loans is a great partner of ours. We send a lot of business to them because there's things that they can do that a lot of people cannot. But that same deal would cost $9 grand to get that same interest rate. So please start with us until, if there's agents, realtors on this, to start with Whizango Network so you don't leave $9 grand, $6 grand, $3 grand on the closing table. But let's take it a step further. I want to show you something real quick, and I've got a point to show this, and this is why everybody should be refinancing. And I do see a question in the chat box. We're going to go Q&A here in a second. I'll get to that. Let's say you're buying that $450,000 house, or let's say the loan amount was $400,000. And we got you that interest for 30-year term at 2.875. Okay. I want to show you a little tip that our staff works with you on. I want to show you the amortization, okay? So on a 30-year note, 400 at 2.875, the total interest you'd pay on the life of the loan is $197,000. And what most people don't realize is on a 30-year note, the payment's less, but it's so front-loaded with interest. And the first year, look, you've paid $19,000 total P&I, principal and interest, but look how much went to interest. Look how little went to principal. That's like $680 a month. And why people are buying homes and everybody's refinancing. If you know somebody that owns a home, tell them to go to whizangonetwork.com and apply for a refi, because everyone needs to refi. Let's say a year ago, rates were 3.875. Watch this number right over here. See the difference? It jumped to $277,000. All right, let's go back to this, 2.875. That payment right there is $1,881 at a 3.875 rate. A lot of people still have that interest rate, and they're not wanting to refi because they don't want to go through the process again and pay the closing costs. $1,881. Let's go back and recalculate this real quick. Boom. So $1,660. So that's 221 bucks. The interest is less. That's a lot of interest. But watch this. If you manage this the right way, there's two options. Let's say we put an extra 300. Let's see here. I want to show you guys something real quick. Let's go 7 years down the road. So 7 years. Most people stay in their house for 7 years. If you go to sell your house in 7 years and you never manage your interest the right way in these early years, your payoff is $334. Remember that number. Two numbers. Remember 334, and then remember that $221 savings per month. Let's go. Well, let's just put the savings. Let's put 221. Let's pay the other interest at 3.875 was $277,000 in total interest. And let's say that saves you refinancing at 2.875, saves you $221 a month roughly. Now your rate, your fees are based on your credit profile, your loan to value, your loan amount. This is for educational purposes only. So you can see by paying $221 extra a month, the same that you're paying now that was costing you $277,000 in interest, without making extra principal payments, you were at $197, $196. So that saves you about another $40,000 in interest. But look at the payoff. In 7 years, instead of it being $334, it's $314. So when you go to sell your house 7 years from now, if you listen to our guidance and our advisors, and I'm going to talk to you about that here in a second. If you listen to us on that and take our advice, when you go sell your house 7 years down the road, yeah, you sacrificed up front to make that extra 221 and didn't consume. You don't want to save and consume. You want to save and be smart on how you manage your assets. Then you sold your house, and the difference of having $334 payoff or $314, that's a solid $20,000 more. That basically covers your real estate commission. Or a big portion of it. Let me show you another option here that we're going to help you with. And I want to talk to you. Remind me before Q&A to talk to you about advisors versus commission sales. Okay, very important. All right. No, that's not what I want. Here you go. Here's the cool thing about our network. We have some of the best financial professionals in the financial services industry out there. Everybody needs a type of insurance contract that allows you to build cash, tax-free cash value, and utilize that to create a fantastic retirement plan. And the sooner you start that off, the better off you're going to be. But let's say you're making a monthly payment of, let's say $500 a month that's growing at let's just do 221. Let's take the savings. Instead of paying extra principal, let's put 221 into a monthly investment that averages 7 years or 7% rate of return. Let's let that compound tax-free. That's the value, tax-free for 30 years. You've contributed $79,000, but look what happens. In 30 years, it has grown to a $260,000 balance, only putting $221 a month in. And the beauty of it is that's tax-free. And there's a lot of strategies that go in behind how to utilize that and how to stop paying other banks and other lending companies interest. We're going to teach you how to become your own banker. Just get really smart with your money. So really cool. Let me come back here. I want to stop share. I want to open this chat box. So you can ask questions here and I'm going to answer them. Let me tell you the difference, a big difference in why we're having so much success, really guiding people and helping them is every employee here, loan officer, in-house real estate sales, we're all advisors and they get paid a very good salary to help advise you and guide you and do the right thing. They're going to get paid the same whether they do your loan or not. There's other ways we incentivize them so they continue to focus on production and driving profits for the company because that's why we're in business. But there's a different experience you're going to have when you work with an advisor, someone who's really trying to coach you through the process versus somebody who's trying to get you to get into the deal because they're going to get a big commission. You know, real estate and mortgage are big commission items. And it's easy for a salesperson to get blinded by those big commissions and forget that, hey, it's not about the money. It's about making sure you do the right thing. So we're going to take you through a proper process, streamline the process. We handle the loan for you guys from A to Z, from shopping the market to application to docs, everything. Every mortgage lender in our network, which we have some of the best, and we're going to go out in these other states that we don't have them in and get them there. So if you're from in a state, we don't have a mortgage team there, real estate team, just sit tight. We're going to have that real soon. But that's a big difference there on the advising side of things versus a commission salesperson. And we love doing it. And the mission is simple with Whizango. Let's figure out where you're at today without it impacting your credit. Let's figure out what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish. And then let's get you with the best of the best who we know can help you reach those goals and help you with whatever needs you have. Let's get you into a home, saving money. There's so many different ways we can save money, buying the home with our in-house agents, with our real estate partners, the different mortgage structure options. So save money getting it, save money paying it off. Let's also look at your total debt picture. Let's get smart with your money. Let's invest it into income producing assets, and then let's set you up for the future. So big undertaking, okay? The only reason we're having so much success is we're not trying to do it all ourselves. As a owner of a mortgage company, I realized real quickly that every client isn't a good fit for us, and we're not a good fit for every client, and that's okay. That's why we have some of the best mortgage partners in Texas and other states that if you're a better fit for this company or this group or this person, because you live in West Texas, you want to use our Lubbock guys, or you live in South Houston, or whatever the case is, we want to connect you with the best of the best, help you make the right decisions, and help set you up for the future. So it's simple as that. If you need a home loan today, or you need to buy a home, or you need help with, understanding your money. Maybe you need help getting back on track with credit. I don't know if you can see, but we have a whole department behind me that's all they do is they just help you get back on track and make the right decisions. And we've taken it one step further. For those of you who need to make more money or are looking for a career change, maybe you've lost your employment due to coronavirus, we have a list of job openings in mortgage, real estate, and other industries that you can see and you can apply for. But then we also have entrepreneurial opportunities. And we have an unbelievable movement that we're doing right now for entrepreneurs and helping you really create the kind of wealth that you want. And not to consume though. We're going to help you create, save, invest, get smart, and just make good decisions. So that being said, WhizangoNetwork.com, just start there. Brett, can you put that in the chat box? WhizangoNetwork.com. That's where you get started. I'm going to open it up now for Q&A. I'm going to answer some questions that are here. If you have other questions, please type them in here. I'll try to get to them, or we can talk at a time that we end this. So Brandon says, my mother's 85 years old. She has a monthly pension and she wants to buy a home for $350,000. Can you structure a loan for her? The answer is we would use that pension income, we would document it, and then that's what we would calculate debt to income ratio on. Brandon, what state are you in, Brandon? What state are you in? Need to know that. And or go to whizangonetwork.com and reach out to us and let us talk to you specifically about that. Let's see, Brandon, I am a realtor in Texas. How can I refer you to my clients? Hey, reach out to us, Brandon. Let's talk a little bit more about that, and maybe you can apply to come into the network. Brett just put it in the chat box. Click whizangonetwork.com, Brandon. In the top, you'll see, are you a business owner? Apply to come into the network. We call you to review your application and go over that with you. We are selective on who we let come into the network, and we've done a great job till now. We're going to continue, and here's why. The consumers are coming to us, trusting us to get them with the best of the best. And we need to make sure not just to let anybody in that doesn't meet the same value and the culture that we have. Because if we refer someone to you, or our California group refers somebody to you, they need to have confidence. We need to have confidence. The consumer needs to have confidence that we're referring them to one of the best of the best. All right, Caesar, I want to sell my house, which is currently a VA loan. Can't I refinance under a different loan so I can keep house to lease and buy another home for my family with the VA benefits? You know, that is a fantastic question. And the answer to that is yes, 100%. You can do that. Caesar, you know Nolan's number or my number, reach out and let's talk to you about that. That's actually a great plan. Brett already answered that. I'm in Texas. Or a reverse mortgage, Mark Hodge. Hey, Mark Hodge is a group that we just brought in out of Utah, and he specializes in mortgage. Been doing it a long time, but reverse mortgages is something that he's done and done very well. For some people, reverse mortgages work really well. Brandon, a reverse mortgage could be fantastic for your mom. And you would talk to Mark about that, but so I'm excited about Mark coming in to do that, and it's a great deal. We're excited to help people with that. My grandfather did a reverse mortgage maybe 10, 12 years ago, and it's been fantastic for him. So for a lot of people, it's a great fit, and we want to be sure to advise them and help them do it the right way. Any other questions? All right, if you do, you know how to reach out to us. Start at whizangonetwork.com. All right, I told you I have some exciting news. How many people we still got on this? I'm still got 11. Hey, we need to grow attendance to this, guys. Everybody on here every week. Next week, Whizango Network or lunchandlearn.com. Whizangolunchandlearn.com. Brett, put that in the comments, please. We do this again, and it's going to get better and better. We all need to share the message. Brandon, you should get every one of your clients on this, where we talk to them about buying a home and getting a loan, and then get that deal, push it to you. So help share the word on this all across the nation, and we'll do our part. But here's what we're going to do that's exciting. We're doing these awesome promotions, okay? We partnered up with Bayway Cadillac. We're about to give a Cadillac 3 options, an 2020 XT4, or no, CT4, XT5, or a 2020 Escalade. And how people get in the drawing, and our attorneys are working it up. I was hoping I'd have it ready, is you attend one of our education events. You schedule an online meeting, work with one of our advisors. There's going to be different ways to get into that drawing, and then we're going to pull the winner and give away a brand new Escalade. We're doing the same thing with trips. So when people come on, every time you're on one of these, and we do different trainings throughout the week, but every time people get on, you get into that drawing. We're going to give away trips. We're going to give away cruises. We may give away a Rolex. There's different things that we're going to give away, whether you use us or not. You don't got to come and it's only for our clients. If you interact with us, if you engage with us, there's going to be different ways you get into those drawings. One of them is every time you're on this event every week, your name goes into the drawing. Then we do the live drawing live, and we just bless people. All right, thanks, Caesar. All right, that's that, man. 25 minutes. I hope we added value. Please reach out to us if you need help with anything, straight up. If we can help you, we're going to do so. I want to thank you for your time. And we're here to serve you and to help you. We got the resources, the people, the professionals, the experts, the infrastructure to do so. So have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there, man. COVID's a real deal. And if we can serve or help you or anybody you know, you tell them about Whizango Network, and let's go get it.
This is Whizango.